Well, I thought I'd make a little video on the cutters, being as I hadn't made one in a while, and found a couple of fellas on the YouTube that are in the hay business also, so I figured I'd give you a rundown on what we use to lay our hay down. As you can see, that's a KMC cart with a Krone 320 easycut on it. This hydraulic cart started out as a hydraulic cart. By what I mean by hydraulic is that the mower was mounted on a 3-point hitch that would raise and lower. And when we first started, we had a Krone mower, and a Krone mower pivots different than a Krone. So basically, if you got a Krone mower, you almost need the hydraulic option on your cart, because when you lay that bar down, a Krone will tend to dig in right at the fulcrum point down there, but a Krone doesn't. So when we had the Krone mower, we had the hydraulic kit on the cart, so you'd have to pick it up a little bit to break it over and lay it down, and then let it back down to where it was at optimum cutting height. But with the Krone, they operate a little bit different, so we didn't need the hydraulic kits. So we took them off and bought those stands and mounted the mower rigid, and it doesn't dig in. When you lay it over, it goes over and goes down flat. And all you got to do when you get to the end of the row to pick up is you just hit the hydraulic lever, go into that cylinder back there on the mower, and it raises it up enough to make you turn, and all you got to do is push it back down and you're in business again. I tend to like the Krone mower a little bit better than I do the Krone, because there are no belts on it. This is solid drive all the way back. As you can see, it's got a power takeoff shaft that comes off of that gearbox down there and goes over to the cutter head. And a lot of the other companies that make mowers, you can't hardly get any information on the cutter bar. Now you can see that cutter bar is only mounted in one place. And Krone has a video out on the complete manufacture of their gearbox and how it works. So these are quick change knives. It's got the little tool that you put it in there and press down on it and put the knife in. And another thing about them is they don't have shear hubs, they have shear pins. So if you hit an object and shear a pin, that hat right there, that individual segment, it will spin up on the shaft 15 millimeters so that the two knives will miss. So all you get out and pull the hat off, replace the shear pin, and you're back in business. A lot of the other, like New Holland and Krone and all that, have shear hubs and shear shafts, which takes you a lot longer to get back in operation. And another reason we like the carts is, as you can see, you've only got a 3-point hook up there, and if one tractor goes down, not counting the time it takes you to get the tractor, but you can be back within 10 minutes to mowing, because you just got to drop a pin in, hook the power takeoff shaft up, plug the hydraulic line in, and you're ready to go again. You don't have to make any other changes except for the drawbar height. So we've got 2 of them, because my son believes then the faster you can get the hay on the dirt, the faster you can get it dried out, the faster you can get it baled. Now the tractors that hook to them are way more horsepower than it requires, but you might say they are tractors of opportunity, because at the time that tractor was available. And it was hot, so my son, he don't believe in running a tractor in the summertime if it's not air conditioned. So if push comes to shove, that old 4010 could fall right in on it if you had to. So that's the reason why we got the Krone cutters. We would have liked to got the easycut R's, but they hadn't arrived when we bought these yet. So when we went to Georgia to get them, we come back with them. And another reason why we like to lay the hay down, as you can see, there's a trailer here, and that's got small squares in it. The man that we got this hay from is the man we're dealing with on buying the rebaling operation. And as you can see, that's a 18 bale module. He's got a bale bandit, and he bands them together and puts them in the trailer, and he's dealing with two stores down around Charleston that require a lot of square bales, and he's got a contract with those 2 stores to supply him. So my son had some customers that wanted square bales, so he started dealing with him on buying some square bales, so we can give them to our customers to kind of get them started. You know, kind of whet their appetite, you might say. But there's my old 4640 or 4620 that we got, but we hardly ever use. It's for sale. So, and that's a litter spreader, but it spreads more than litter. We spread lime with it. We spread land plaster on peanuts with it, and if push comes to shove, we can spread fertilizer with it. So I just wanted to show you folks what part of our haying operation. So there you go, and if you have any questions, just put them in the comments, because I like talking to you folks. Y'all take care, have a nice day, and look for me when you see me.